While I was clapping up. It was very painful.
All right, you got something for us?
So this is a great book. It's pretty worn because I keep it in my car, and I like to dip into it once in a while. Gateway to Happiness by Rabbi Zelig Pliskin. So all of his books are just amazing. They're a combination of cognitive behavioral therapy and Torah, and just so many insights. This book is focused on how to be happy, and there's a great paragraph here, and this is why you need your own Rav, and you just don't learn Torah from a book. And one of the leading Mussar personalities, Mussar was this 19th century ethical Jewish strand of thought within Orthodox Judaism, said that the concepts of Torah are similar to medicines in a pharmacy. There are many beneficial drugs in a pharmacy, but it is important to know what is needed at any given time. So, for instance, generally speaking, it's a mitzvah to have kids. But for you, no, it's not. That medicine is not applicable to you. So the right medicine must be taken in the appropriate amounts. Medicine that cures one illness can be damaging in other situations. Similarly, the Torah concepts that relate to self-improvement are an elixir of life and can be curative. But a person must learn which concept is necessary for him at a given time. I remember when I first got into Torah, I suddenly became Shomer Negiah. And that was like a bridge too far. It was bizarre because it didn't fit in with who I was at the time. And it was just it was a bridge too far. It was too much of a stretch for what I was capable at the time. And I totally backslid, and I sliced through about 30 women after that. So it was just too much. A person must learn which concept is necessary for him at a given time. So you need a rabbi. You need your own personal rabbi to help you with the vast array of Torah mitzvahs and concepts and commandments. And for instance, what should you do? Should you spend your evenings studying Torah, or should you spend your evenings working a second job? For some people, they should spend their evenings working a second job. For other people, because they've got a sick wife or sick kids, or they need to put together a wedding for their kids, something like that. For other people, they should spend their evenings studying Torah. Some people should spend their days visiting the sick. Other people should spend all day studying Torah. And other people should spend all day defending criminals in court. So you need a Rav, because there's so many different concepts and so many competing values always going on in the Jewish approach to life, and that's why you need someone wise guiding you.
Okay, two things on that. One is, why don't you take the advice to yourself and get yourself a Rav rather than just learn on your own? Why don't you take the advice yourself?
Because it might stop me from doing things I want to do.
So you don't practice what you preach. You just say everybody else should get themselves a Rav. Me, I'm good.
Yeah.
In fact, if you want me as your Rav, I'm available. Okay, so we got that. Okay. Yeah. Next thing is, I believe Brandon. First of all, hey Brandon, how's it going? Great to see you in the chat room, buddy. Brandon wants to know what that reference is again, because he didn't mention it.
Rabbi Zelig Pliskin, Z-E-L-I-G, Pliskin, P-L-I-S-K-I-N. Great book called Gateway to Happiness. Gateway to Happiness. And all books by Rabbi Zelig Pliskin are superb.
All right. And then Ginger has got a question for me out here. Rabbi, not Puskin, Pliskin, P-L-I-S-K-I-N. Okay. Ginger, right, Gateway to Happiness. Ginger had a question for me. She's all offended. She's insulted by something I said.
Yeah.
Okay? So, first of all, I apologize. I didn't mean to insult you. What I was saying was the following. Because Ginger mentioned that her son is dating a Jewish girl. Was that the case? Yeah. I'm against, as is all Torah is against,
interracial dating.
Intermarriage. Intermarriage means a Jew and a non-Jew.
What about a black woman and a white guy?
Doesn't matter. If
they're both Jewish?
If they're both Jewish, no problem. If they're both not Jewish, no problem. That's a nothing. What Torah has a huge problem with is she's not Jewish, she's atheist. No, it doesn't work like that. It's not about beliefs, it's about her
status.
Her status. If her mother is a Jew,
she's a Jew.
Then she's a Jew. Okay? Your mother is Jewish? So then
Ginger's Christian.
So you're a Jew. She's 100.
She's a Jew who affirms Christ.
She's 100% Jewish. Wait a second. Stop. We gotta make some definitions here. A Jew is not the opposite of a Christian. A Jew is the opposite of a non-Jew. A non-Jew, it doesn't matter what their beliefs are. They could be a Christian, they could be, help me out, an atheist, an agnostic, a Muslim.
A hedonist.
They could
playboy.
A liberal. They could be
porn star.
Porn star. They could even think they're Jewish, right? You know, they had like some bogus conversion or something. But they're a non-Jew. A Jew and a non-Jew are opposites. Those are bipolar. Those are binary. They're polar opposites, right? A Jew and a non-Jew aren't allowed to marry each other, and therefore I am.
By Jewish law, not by secular law.
Right, but by Torah law, a Jew and a non-Jew are not allowed to marry each other, and if they do get a civil marriage, Torah doesn't recognize it. It's not considered a marriage. Therefore, I personally don't. I don't encourage dating Jews with non-Jews because there's no purpose for it. There's no
practice. You need practice because, like many men, will go into marriage and they're not practiced. Like I remember, like I had my first girlfriend really like intimately. Like I lost my virginity to this Asian girl when I was 22, and she was my first lover. And then I had like 10 more, and about 6 years later, I got back together with the girl who took my virginity. And after we'd done the deed, she said, "How many people have you been with since me?" And I said, "About 10. And I said, "How many have you been with since me?" And she said, "1. And then she said, "They taught you well. You used to be really awkward." So many Jewish guys, don't they need non-Jewish women for practice?
No. No, it doesn't work like that. You practice.
So that they can then give
I don't know what
pleasure to their Jewish wives?
No.
Like you have to learn how to use your hips, guys.
No.
You can't, like a lot of guys, they just like bang it in
we're talking about sex?
Bang it in and out. And you can't do that. You have to like move the hips around, like swivel the hips so that you give the woman ultimate pleasure and just don't like bang, bang, bang. And that's why some guys need practice, right?
Okay, you know what? You need to practice being quiet. Now, back to this. Ginger revealed that she's a Jew.
Yeah.
This actually changes the whole equation. Brandon was very smart. Brandon's on the ball here. Way to go, Brandon. That means her son is a Jew. That changes the whole equation. Because then you have a Jew dating a...
But the girl they said is Jewish, only her father is Jewish.
It just gets better. Okay, so only the father is Jewish of the girl. So of the girl, if the father is a Jew but the mother is not a Jew, then the girl is 100% not Jewish, and therefore,
even if she loves Israel.
Yeah. Therefore, your son, as Brandon said, needs to be with a Jewish girl, right? And Brandon said he has to go to yeshiva. Yeah, that's also
true.
With
a Christian mother. I'd love to see how that would go over.
Okay, so
like at the wedding. So Christian parents.
But she's atheist.
Singing "Kumbaya," you know, Jesus loves me, this I know, like in your Jewish wedding.
Okay, so, oh God, to scramble this out. Ginger is a Jew, right? And her son is a Jew. But I don't know what he thinks he is.
How many line?
And he's dating a woman who proclaims she's a Jew, right? But she's not, but she's an atheist. So here's my thing. What are the odds that the son realizes he's Jewish? What are the odds on that? I don't know. I need to work with all these people privately and get them on the straight line.
I need to work with some of you privately. But how many generations who practice Christianity are still Jewish? Like, okay, Ginger practices Christianity. She believes in Jesus